Hello everybody, DMotovlogs here. This is day 5 of having the Yamaha Bolt R-Spec, and it is a dream. This cruiser has the power to get out of a sticky situation in a heartbeat. Now, I'm not exaggerating. Yesterday I took this bike to Motorcyce, as you saw. A bunch of us went on some of the twisties afterwards. This bike, oh buddy, this bike had the power to keep up with the leader bikes. You hearing me? I'm talking about an R1, an R1M, an Aprilia. Like, these bikes are serious bikes, top tier. And this bike obviously didn't have the top end, and I didn't want to test like that crazy top end. But around the turns and all of that, this thing is a monster. I did scrape peg a few times. Sorry about that, Yamaha. I was testing how low it could get around turns and all of that, and this thing is a dream. It corners like a dream. It's fun for everything. I have, you know, the heat problem is only in the city. It is only in the city, because when you're moving on twisties and all those roads where you're going a constant speed, there's no stop signs, you do not feel the heat whatsoever. And I think it's just because of this exhaust pipe right here. The fact that there's holes lining around and it just heats up your inner leg. I'm not being paid at all to say this. After this weekend, riding this bike both days, I can't even begin to tell you guys how amazing the Yamaha Bolt R-Spec is. Whether you guys believe me or not, it's up to you, but I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, if I had an extra $9,000 to just spend, it would be this. It would be the Bolt, because it doesn't have this crazy aggressive feel. It's still got that cruiser vibe. Your arms are upright. You can still get that aggressive feel out of this bike. It's got the power to get out of sticky situations. The seating position is one thing that I wish that would be a little different on this bike, but it suits the style and I'm happy with it. I'm more than happy with it. Let's take a little turn. So I'm headed off to work right now. I'll get back to you guys afterwards, and I'll do a little review on it, let you guys know about some specs. I think there's a gas station coming up. Really hope so. And we are saved by Econo. I have never been here, but let's get some of this gas. And we are all filled up. Oh. Don't want to get struck by a bus. That's not on the list today. They're paving the roads. Just noticed that they finally dug up this whole street. I don't think it was that bad that they needed to dig it out and redo it. But I guess the city thought it was. Jeez, what the heck? I'm gonna check underneath for scratches, because I've hit a few little potholes. I haven't hit a big one yet, but I hear scratching and it really concerns me. I don't see scrapes. What the heck is that noise? I have not scraped the bottom yet. Explain that one. I've scraped peg. You guys can see that. The bottom has not scraped. See, that's very concerning because of the sounds it's been making. I don't know. But the bolt's been reliable as heck. Old reliable. Well, new reliable. So now that I'm in my good shirt, I would like to take a minute to talk to you guys about the nitty-gritty specs. The boring stuff. But you guys want to know, and I do really want to tell you. So this Yamaha Bolt is the R-Spec version. Now that comes in two colors. There's the silver and the red. I'll pop both up on the screen right now. And remember, everything I'm telling you will be in the description, as well as a link to the Yamaha page, basically to buy the bike and to check out the specs in more depth. Now, I'd like to talk to you guys while traffic's moving to make it a little more interesting, but it seems as though Toronto traffic is taking the spotlight in this one. So to start off, the Yamaha Bolt R-Spec has 942 cc's. Now, for a cruiser, that might not seem like much, being that there's like the Roadstar, which has 1700 cc, which my dad has. But the advantage that this thing has over all the others is its weight, which is a whopping 547 pounds. The power to weight ratio on this bike makes it the most crazy cruiser I've ever ridden. I know that there might be some that are in the same tier, but the ones that I've ridden, this by far takes the trophy. Now with this 942cc engine, it has a fuel cap at about 3.4 gallons, and you're getting close to 50 miles per gallon. Depending on if you're driving in the city or on the highway, it'll be a little more or less 50 miles per gallon. Last time I had to take it in and it was calling for fuel, it was at about, I believe it was 130 kilometers. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good for a full tank. So I'm almost out of clients. I had a lot of fun testing this bike out. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Let me know what bike you want me to test out next. I'm looking at an FZ07. Let me know what you guys think. Alright, I'm DMotovlogs. Remember to ride safe. Peace. And remember to check out the description. It's got everything you're going to want to need to know. You guys, I just found the most Canadian taxi ever. The license plate is Taxi A. I'm so happy I found this car. Oh, it's hilarious. I love the license plate. So today is the final day I have with her. The Yamaha Bolt R-Spec has been an amazing bike. I must say thank you very much, Yamaha, for giving me the opportunity to play with this for a week. For those of you who are wondering, I did get confirmation that the FZ07 will be available to me, if I so choose, in a week from now. But right now we're going to drop off the bike at Yamaha, and then I'm going to get a ride back with my mom in the X5. So my first initial thoughts on the bike were that it was a very nice looking bike. It was a very nice looking bike, and the seating position looked a little off to me. The airbox was placed perfectly for me. Handlebars were great. I loved the digital display. You know, those were the first thoughts when I was looking at the bike. Then after a few days, the shocks really proved to be something huge for me, as well as the brakes, because I had to use them a couple of times. I didn't catch it on film, but there were a few people that made me lock up my brakes, and thankfully I could control the bike and get it out of the way quickly and efficiently, thanks to the speed and the brakes. Now, another issue was that somebody almost rear-ended me. They were on their phone. Really not the greatest, but you know, whatever. It's it's their choice to put my life in their hands, right? And they're always in the right. But other than those 3 issues, I've had an amazing time riding this bike through twisties, through, you know, through the city, multiple times to work, on the highway. Bike's been a dream. I couldn't be happier with the bike choice. The seating position on this is so comfortable. The style of bike is what I'm used to, you know, the cruiser, but it's also more upright, so it almost feels, I put this comparison, it almost feels like you're on a Vespa with like 1,000 cc's. So it's like super comfy, but you're moving. So it's fun in that respect. But yeah, thank you very much. I can't thank you enough, Yamaha, for letting me put my foot in the door and taking this bike out and being able to review others in the future. I hope you enjoy my content and that we can still work together and create stuff together. Now to the viewers, I want to ask you, are you into this kind of stuff? Are you thinking that me doing reviews is a little fun? Should I take the bikes to do other things other than just cruising and doing a normal vlog? I want to know what you guys want to see. I'm thinking of taking the bikes out to do funny stuff and stuff that, you know, normal people would do that people in reviews don't do. I'm thinking of doing this cool idea where I do like a life review of the bike. I'll do mundane tasks and other things with the bikes that people don't do in reviews. Reviews are usually super formal and kind of boring, to be honest, but I want to take that Top Gear feel. If you aren't familiar with Top Gear, they were, because they have new hosts, they were an amazing show showing off the capabilities of cars in a more real way. And that's the kind of thing I want to showcase. Anybody could take the bike out and talk about facts, but I want to actually show that the bike is capable of producing the numbers that I would be talking about. Does that make sense to you? And if it's still not clear to you, go ahead and watch a few episodes of Top Gear. Not the Americanized Top Gear, but the English Top Gear, back when Jeremy Clarkson and those guys were the hosts, which wasn't too long ago. They're now doing the Grand Tour on Amazon. So if you want, you can go ahead and watch that and see what's up. So enough with the wind noise in the highway. I'm gonna go do a little time warp so that you guys aren't bleeding in the ears. I'll see you guys in a sec. So I just pulled in and there's all of these bikes. I assume these are test bikes. So we have, I believe that's the Roadstar. Here's the FZ09, looks like a beast. Then we have the R6 over here. Look at these bikes. So nice. Yeah. Well, this is literally the last time I'm going to spend with Ruby over here. Thanks for being an awesome bike. She's so nice. I'm so sad to see her go. Oh. Okay, well, time to drop it off, I guess. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the videos that I shot with her and with Yamaha. Thank you for watching. Remember to ride safe and peace. So I can only say that it feels right.